أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون صدق الله العظيم. These are verses 48, 49 and 50 of Surah Yaseen. We discussed at the very beginning of the surah that the surah has to do a lot with the very basic fundamental beliefs of a mu'min, of a believer, and that is Tawheed, oneness of Allah, Risala, the prophethood of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Anbiya in general, and number 3, our belief in Akhirah. From here, a few verses, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala speaks about Akhirah, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala begins the discussion with an often made remark or a question that the Quraysh, the polytheists, the kuffar of Makkah would ask Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. وَيَقُولُونَ, they would say, مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ, when is this wa'da, when is this promise that is going to come if you are truthful in your claim, O Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. When we go through the Quran Sharif, we will find that this ayah is repeated on 6 occasions, and each time Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala related it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself responds, or Allah ta'ala asks Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam to respond. Here the response is from Allah directly. مَا يَنظُرُونَ إِلَّا صَيْحَةً وَاحِدًا. Allah ta'ala says they are not anticipating anything else but one sayha, one screeching sound. The screeching sound that is referred to here is the blowing of the trumpet. That is all that they are waiting for. They are asking this question, they are mocking Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The question is in refutation of the day of Qiyamah, all of that. But what they are actually anticipating is this one sayha, this one screeching sound that will take place. تَأْخُذُهُمْ وَهُمْ يَخِصِّمُونَ. It will take hold of them, it will grip them whilst they are still arguing. Imam Qurtubi rahimahumullah quotes a hadith of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam that comes in the other hadith kitabs, but he says here the reference is made to that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that two men will be engaging with each other over the sale of a piece of fabric. Now one piece of fabric, for one person to make an offer, the other to accept the price, how long does it take? It is just a few seconds, but they will be still haggling about the price, and then this screeching sound will come and the deal was never over. Then Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam in another hadith, he says, he speaks about a person that will be plastering his water tank. In other words, everything is done, just now the finishing touches, but he won't even finish that when the screeching sound, when the sur will be blown, the trumpet will be blown, and of course everything will be blown away. Now that is Qiyamat, but that is also maut, and that is also death, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls upon us also to remember. That we cannot be anticipating Qiyamah very naively, and then we forget that we may leave this world before Qiyamah, and what will be the result of that then? Hence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ تَوْسِيَةً, that when that Qiyamah will come, or when maut will come, a man is on his last, and as he's on his last, and when he breathes that last, he won't even have that amount of time, he won't even have that breath, he won't even have that voice, no, he won't even have that life to make wasiyat, to bequeath his family, to say anything to anyone. And at this point, it is wise for us to start doing all of that now, whilst we have life, insofar as our matters of our wills are concerned, insofar as laws of inheritance, all of that, fix those matters now early so that we are ready and we are prepared and nobody has any taklif thereafter. وَلَا إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. And they will not have the ability, they will not have that amount of time to return to their families. A man is 1 foot in his house and 1 foot is out, and if maut comes at that time, that second foot is not going to enter. In other words, there is this matter, this sense of urgency that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is speaking about, whether it is Qiyamah, whether it is maut. We have to be very, very aware of all of this. In conclusion, we read in the kitabs of Islamic history of a person by the name of Shaddad bin Aus was his name. He was from the people of Ad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Sayyidina Hud alayhi salatu wassalam to this community, and many Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam, many pious messengers, many envoys had gone to him and invited him to Tawheed and the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His response to all of that was, it is not necessary, I am not in need of it. When they spoke about Jannah, he said, it is not necessary, I am not in need. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had blessed him with great sovereignty, that there were kings under him. We don't normally would have that you have a king and you have other kings under him. But Allah ta'ala had blessed him with all of that absolute extreme wealth. And when you would hear the descriptions of Jannah, he decided to build his own Jannah. It comes in the narrations that he took 12 years to build this Jannah, and the buildings were 1,000 homes, not 1,000 rooms. 1,000 homes he had built. And then when Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam would speak about the trees of Jannah, that at the roots of the trees there will be gold, that he made those artificial trees, the roots of gold. And when Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam would speak about the rivers of Jannah, the rivers of milk and honey and wine and water, then he did all of that. Now when this was ready and he rides towards this, as he comes to the very entrance of it, he is interrupted. A person comes to him and he is a king, so he asks the person, who are you, what do you want? The person simply replied, I am Malakul Maut Israel. What do you want? I have come to take your life. He asked for respite. Just let me enter this 12 years of effort I had made. You will not even get that respite. Okay, allow me to get off my conveyance. That also was not given. And hence here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala depicts this types of pictures, that when 1 foot is in the home and the other foot hasn't gone in, that other foot will never go in whilst a person is alive. And hence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us of the day of Qiyamah, the shortness of this life and the insignificance of this world. May Allah ta'ala give us a tawfiq. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Inshallah we'll make some dhikrullah for those brothers that want to remain behind. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم. جزا الله عنا نبينا محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم بما هو أهله. رضينا بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبسيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم رسولا ونبيا. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إلا الله 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 الله جل جلاله وعم نواله الله 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Brothers, we can make our own dua.